Parashat Eikev, or success in Israel is in your hands. If the Jews obey the mitzvot, they will be blessed in Israel. One should thank God after eating food. Jews should guard against self-righteousness. Moses recalls the golden calf incident. God cares for the vulnerable and demands we look after them too. Birkat Hamazon, the blessing we sing after eating a food with bread, can take a long time, like many minutes. Why? Why does it take so long to thank God for food? I had a friend who joked, I can do it in 3 seconds. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God. We get the point, right? So why does Birkat Hamazon take so long? Because we're thanking God for more than just food. In the Parsha, we read about all the blessings that await the Israelites on the other side of the Jordan in Eretz Yisrael, in the land of Israel. And it is fertile and productive and flowing with milk and honey and teeming with fruits and grains and all these wonderful blessings. And in that context, we read this verse, which is the source of Birkat Hamazon, the words in Hebrew which we say every time we sing Birkat Hamazon. You shall eat and be satisfied. Then you shall bless the Lord your God for the good land he has given you. So a surprising thing here is the instruction is not to thank God for the food, but for the land. Of course, they're connected. There's no food without the land that produces it. But still, it's somewhat surprising. I want to share 2 interpretations of this part of the verse. The pshat, the simple contextual read, and the drash, which is a deeper, more creative interpretation. The pshat is that the land is the ground. Anywhere on earth, we thank God for the blessings of nature and for the systems of rain and earth that produces fruits and vegetables and grain, without which we wouldn't be able to eat, because it's the land that produces the food. Even today, when we are somewhat distant from the process, we don't live on farms anymore, still, if there's a drought in part of the country, those farmers suffer and there's less food in our supermarkets. It still makes an impact. The drash is that the land that we bless, that we remember, and that we bless God for, is not just any land in the world. It's Eretz Yisrael. It's the Holy Land. And through this lens, we're supposed to recall the land of Israel every time we eat, every time we say Birkat Hamazon. Now, why would that be? Well, we know that it is because Birkat Hamazon talks about Israel. It mentions Jerusalem, among many other things. Blessings like this and others, they're not hocus pocus that create spells, change things magically. Instead, they're devices that heighten our awareness of things that we would miss. That's it. We might not otherwise be thinking about Jerusalem every day, but if it's in our blessing, then it reminds us of our purpose, of our value, of our goals. And that itself is amazing. So one purpose of saying blessings before the food and after is, of course, to thank God for the food, the energy, and also the pleasurable experience of delicious flavors. But there's a higher purpose. It reminds us that we are to put this food to good use. We have responsibility to do good in the world. Now that we've received this energy, this sustenance, we have to use it for good. How are we going to do that? That, I think, is a really sacred challenge. When we say Birkat Hamazon, we're not just saying thank you, God, for the food. We're saying thank you, God, for the food and the day ahead. Now let me put it to good use.